Calling this meeting of the Providence City Council to order, Monday, July 23rd, 2018. Madam Clerk, can you read the roll call, please?
Council President Salvatore.
Present.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Present.
Councilman Jennings.
Present.
Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurier. You have 12 present and 3 absent. You have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The invocation will be given by Councilman Seth Yurden.
We could all take a moment to reflect on all of the good things that have been granted to us and provided to us, and the privilege and the opportunity that we have as this body to be able to serve the people of Providence, and that when we do that, we draw motivation from that being the reason that we're here and what we're doing. Amen.
The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Councilman Samuel D. Zurier.
Approval of minutes, item 3, Journal of Proceedings number 21 of the special meeting of the City Council.
Mr. President,
Leader
motion
Igliozzi.
is dispense the reading item number 3 and to approve.
Second that motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 3. Move approval. It's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Appointment by His Honor the Mayor.
Mr.
Item
President.
four.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 4 and to receive.
Second that motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 4. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Received.
Ordinances, second reading. The following
Mr. President.
ordinances.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the readings item 5 and 6 and to pass for a second time on a roll call vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the readings of items number 5 and 6. Pass for the second time on a roll call vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Madam Clerk, can you read the roll call, please?
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings.
Aye.
Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurier. You have 13 ayes, 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. The matter is passed for the second time. Presentation of ordinances. Council President Salvatore.
Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to pass item number 7 on a roll call vote for a first time and refer the item to the Finance Committee.
Second that motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 7 and pass for the first time on a roll call vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Madam Clerk, can you read the roll call, please?
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings. Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurier. You have 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. The matter passes for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Finance. Item 8, an ordinance.
Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to defer the reading of item number 8 and to, dispense with the reading of item number 8 and to refer to the Committee on Finance.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 8. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Refer to the Committee on Finance.
Council President
Mr.
Salvatore.
President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 9 to refer to the Committee on Ordinances.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 9, seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? Councilman Yordan.
I guess if there's no objection from the co-sponsors, would like to be listed as a sponsor as well.
So noted.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, refer to the Committee on Ordinances.
Councilman Narducci,
Mr.
by
President.
request, item
Leader
10.
Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 10 to refer to the Committee on Finance.
Second motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 10. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, refer to the Committee on Finance.
Councilman Yurden, item
Mr.
11.
President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 11 and to refer to the Committee on Ordinances.
Second motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 11. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? Councilman Yurden.
Thank you, Council President. The item before us is a proposed amendment that relates to housing and college students. In the past, I did not support proposals that limited certain residences to 3 students. The objections that I had to that were based on several things. One, it seemed that it was overbroad and that it included graduate students, anyone who was involved in education, medical students and the like. And so for that reason, I was really uncomfortable supporting it. It also limited it to very particular areas in the city, particular zoning. And I think this council are concerned about the issue of affordable housing, and we've established a special commission to deal with that. And one of the elements of that currently is the effect of some of the way the student housing models are working. Also room share such as Airbnb, and they all are dramatically impacting the market and arguably are putting upward pressure on housing costs for residents, as well as impacting the neighborhood. And what the proposed amendment here does is it follows a model that's been used in some other communities, which is limited to undergraduates and limited to 4 undergraduates per unit. That's not per building, that's per unit. And what it does is it gets at the issue of density, creating situations where units become more like dormitories rather than homes. And it focuses particularly on undergrads because that's more typically the way in which a home or apartment might be modified into packing a large number of people in. So it doesn't discriminate based on particular neighborhoods, and it is really focused on the number of undergraduate students in a unit. To make things clear, if there's a 3-family home, a 3-family building with 3 units, each unit is subject to the 4-person limit if this were law. So if there were 2-bedroom apartments and there were students living in all of those apartments, just 4 in each, it would not run afoul of this proposal. So I think there's a little bit of confusion about that. We do have a number of groups looking at affordable housing issues, and this is one proposal that I hope people will look at and discuss. It's a starting out point to address some of the issues that I think that our neighborhoods face. Thank you.
Of those in favor?
Aye.
Of those opposed, refer to the Committee on Ordinances.
Councilman Zurrier, item 12.
With the sponsor's permission, I'd like to be listed as a co-sponsor of the previous ordinance.
So noted. Councilman Zurrier, item 12, an
Mr.
ordinance
President.
amending-
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 12 and to refer to the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits.
Second motion,
Leader
Mr.
Igliozzi
President.
moves to dispense with the reading of item number 12. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, refer to the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits.
Presentation of resolutions.
Leader Igliozzi.
Mr. President, motion to dispense the readings of item 13 through 17 and to refer to the Committee on Finance.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the readings of items 13 through 17. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Refer to the Committee on Finance.
Council President Salvatore.
Mr. President.
Councilman-
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 18 and to pass on a voice vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 18. Pass the item on a voice vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Councilman Aponte.
Mr.
item
President.
19.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item 19 and 20 and to refer to the Committee on Finance.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the readings of items 19 and 20. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Refer to the Committee on Finance.
Councilman Hassett, item.
Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 21 and refer to the Committee on Public Works.
Second the motion, Mr.
Leader
President.
Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 21. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Refer to the Committee on Public Works.
Councilman Igliozzi, item 22.
Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi.
Motion to dispense the readings of item 22 through 24 and to pass on a voice vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the readings of items 22 and 20 through 24 and pass on a voice vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Councilwoman Ryan, item 23, resolution requesting the Director of Public Works to cause the installation of traffic safety measures at the Mount Pleasant Library at the intersection of Academy Avenue and Chalkstone Avenue.
Leader Igliozzi.
This is item number
We
25,
did that.
right? Madam,
25.
Mr. President,
Oh, I'm
motion
sorry. I
to...
apologize.
I
25.
know, you jumped on me. I want to make sure.
Sorry.
25.
Item
Oh,
25, resolution requesting
Mr.
the Director of
President?
Public...
Leader Igliozzi.
Just a motion to dispense the reading of item number 25 first.
Leader Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 25.
Second the motion,
Seconded
Mr.
by
President.
Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries. Leader
Mr. President,
Igliozzi.
a motion now to amend item number 25. The clerk has submitted a motion to amend, if my council colleagues, a motion to amend it per the new item number 25 that's been submitted to everybody to the clerk.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliozzi moves to amend item number 25 in accordance with the item that was passed out by the City Sergeant. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings.
Just for clarification, that's an amendment to both the heading and the text of the resolution.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Wait, discussion.
Discussion. Councilwoman Ryan.
Just to, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Leader. Just offering clarification, the resolution noted the wrong properties. It was my intention to reference the public safety complex at 325 Washington Street and the public training facility at 200 Chad Brown Street. And I'm requesting a review for safety, health, and sanitation issues. The prior resolution had referenced police properties in my ward. This is accurate, and as the clerk noted, it's a amendment of the heading and the resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Whip Ryan. Is there additional discussion on the amendment? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. President,
Leader Igliozzi.
motion to pass item number 25 as amended.
Leader Igliozzi
Councilman
moves to pass
Jennings.
item number 25 as
Second the
amended.
motion.
Seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Reports from committees. Committee on Finance.
Mr. President,
Leader Igliozzi.
motion to dispense the reading of item number 6. And to,
26.
26, and to pass for a first time on a roll call vote and to refer it back to the Finance Committee.
Second that motion. Mr.
Leader
President.
Igliozzi moves to dispense with the reading of item number 26. Pass for the first time on a roll call vote and refer back to the Committee on Finance. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Madam Clerk, the roll call, please.
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings.
Aye.
Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe? Councilwoman Ryan? Councilman Yurden? Councilman Zurrier? You have 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. The matter passes for the first time and is referred back to the Committee on Finance. Transmits the following with recommendation the same be
Excellent.
severally.
Mr. President, motion to dispense the readings of item 27 and 28 and to pass on a voice vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the readings of items 27 and 28 and pass both items on a voice vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Their discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item 29, certificates
Mr.
for
President,
cities.
Leader Igliotti.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 29 and to pass on a roll call vote.
Second that motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the reading of item number 29 and pass the item on a roll call vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Madam Clerk, the roll call, please.
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings.
Aye.
Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurrier. You have 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. The matter is approved. Committee on Urban Redevelopment, Renewal, and Planning, Councilwoman.
Leader Igliotti.
Mr. President, motion to dispense the reading of items 30 through 34 and to pass on a voice vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the readings of items 30 through 34 and pass all items on a voice vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion?
Mr. President, I'll defer to the lady.
Pro Tem Matos.
I just want to abstain on item 33.
Leader Igliotti.
Yes, I'd like to, if there's no objection of the sponsors, I would like to be able to co-sponsor items 30 through 34.
So noted.
Additional discussion.
Mr. President,
Councilman Principe.
if there's no objection from the sponsor, I'd also like to be listed as a co-sponsor on agenda item number 34.
So noted.
Additional discussion. Deputy Leader Jennings.
Council President, I'd like to be co-sponsor on number 32.
So noted.
Additional discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Special Committee on School Department Oversight, Councilman Samuel.
Leader
Mr.
Igliotti.
President, motion to dispense the readings of item number 35 through 37 and to pass on a first time in a roll call vote.
Second that motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the readings of items 35 through 37. Pass all items the first time on a roll call vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? Councilman Zurrier.
Thank you, Mr. President. After the school department submitted its budget to the city council, which was reviewed and approved a couple of months ago, they learned that the state had awarded them an additional $2 million in money based on enrollment and funding formula. The supplemental budget before us tonight describes how they would request spending the extra $2 million. The bulk of it, or I should say a little more than half of it, would be a reserve for paying for collective bargaining agreements, which is something the committee thinks they really need. And then another $500,000 is for school safety improvements, which is also a priority, I think, of everyone in the city council. And then the last $500,000 is for plugging a couple of immediate needs in the school department. And the committee approved it and urges passage by the entire city council.
Thank you, Councilman Zurrier. Additional discussion. Madam Clerk, the roll call, please.
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings. Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurrier. You have 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. The matters passed for the first time. From the clerk's desk, item 30,
Mr.
petitions
President.
for compensation.
Leader Igliotti.
Motion to dispense the reading item number 38 and to refer to the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the reading of item number 38, severally refer the matter to the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Communications and reports.
Leader Igliotti.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 39 and 40 and to receive.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the readings of items 39 and 40, seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All of those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Received.
Item 41, report of Board of Park
President.
Commissioners.
Leader Igliotti.
Motion to dispense the reading of item number 41 and to pass on a roll call vote.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the reading of item number 41 and pass a roll call vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All of those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Madam Clerk, the roll call, please.
Council President Salvatore.
Aye.
Councilman Aponte is absent. Councilwoman Castillo. Councilman Correa. Councilwoman Harris. Councilman Hassett is absent. Councilman Igliozzi.
Aye.
Councilman Jennings. Councilwoman LaFortune is absent. Councilwoman Matos. Councilman Narducci. Councilman Principe. Councilwoman Ryan. Councilman Yurden. Councilman Zurier. We have 12 ayes and 3 absent. The motion carries. Presentation of resolutions.
Leader Igliotti.
Mr. President, motion to dispense the reading of item number 42 and to pass on a voice vote.
Second the motion.
Leader Igliotti moves to dispense with the reading of item number 42 and pass the item on a voice vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. Is there discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Presentation of resolutions in memoriam, Council President Salvatore and members of the City Council, item 43, resolution extending sympathy.
Leader Igliotti.
Mr. President, motion to pass item number 43 upon a unanimous rising vote.
Second the motion, Mr.
Leader
President.
Igliotti moves to pass item number 43 on a unanimous rising vote. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr.
Leader Igliotti.
Mr. President, if there is no more business before this honorable body, we do a motion to adjourn.
Second the motion, Mr. President.
Leader Igliotti moves to adjourn. That's seconded by Deputy Leader Jennings. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? This meeting is adjourned.